Yeah. Listen up. It's for my people, mi gente, mi raza. If you stand against us, you ain't one of us. Straight up, bitch. Brown and proud, fists up high. Nunca vendo el alma, never switch my side. Fuck all you traitors, we ain't never gon' run. Fake ass Mexican tryna be one of them. How you claim brown but side with the hate? Licking their boots while they laughing in your face. Your Theo broke his back so you could live free. Now you vote for the people tryna make us leave. Nah, piece of shit, you lost your soul. Turn your back on your blood for some fake ass gold. No importa si eres boricua, cubano o chicano. If you ain't with your people, we don't shake hands, ho. Brown and proud, fists up high. Nunca vendo el alma, never switch my side. Fuck all you traitors, we ain't never gon' run. Fake ass Mexican tryna be one of them. Look at yourself, boy, where's your pride? Waving the Trump flag while they push us aside. They take our work, our sweat, our pain, then turn around and throw dirt on our name. You talk about freedom, man, you sound lost. Took their crumbs and forgot what it cost. Grandma cried when you cast that vote. You ain't brown, homie, just a fucking ghost. Brown and proud, fists up high. Nunca vendo el alma, never switch my side. Fuck all you traitors, we ain't never gon' run. Fake ass Mexican tryna be one of them. Traitor to your blood, traitor to your skin. You side with the ops, you ain't never gon' win. You scream America, but they don't claim you. Smile in your face, but they still gon' blame you. They lock us up, they steal our land, then turn around and wanna shake our hand. Nah, no love for a hoe. Brown pride till I'm dead, hasta el último respiro. Brown and proud, fists up high. Nunca vendo el alma, never switch my side. Fuck all you traitors, we ain't never gon' run. Fake ass Mexican tryna be one of them. Brown skin, brown roots, brown fight. We been here, we ain't leaving. We taking what's right. Viva la raza, that's on my life till I go to that grave. If you ain't with us, get the fuck out the way, you fake ass bitch.
Your host, El Vago, owner, operator of El Vago Burger Barbecue, located at 4701 Banana Drive, Motown, Texas, Molina neighborhood.
Welcome to the Volo Podcast, home of the black sheep and the outcast. Welcome to the Volo Podcast, no cap, true stories, what you know about that? Welcome to the Volo Podcast, home of the black sheep and the outcast. Welcome to the Volo Podcast, no cap, true stories, what you know about that?
Hey guys, it's Monday night and welcome to the Volo. Tonight I'm your special guest host here in Corpus Christi to the world. Do me a favor, if you're already watching this podcast, you want to share it with your friends and tell everybody what's going on. Now, I have traveled the nation through now from California to Atlanta into the Chicago area, and there's plenty of barbecue places around the nation. But here in my hometown, the number one is Vago's for their portions. Their savory food, everything they make, their creations are just crazy. But at first glance, when you see the owner, you might not even want to make eye contact. Intimidation is there.
Gotcha.
But I tell you what, as a salesperson and a public relations person, I took that leap of faith and I met Alex Arredondo. Guys, tonight I sit one-on-one next to the man on this interview you don't want to miss. My name is Havo G. I work for Magic Tejada 104.9 FM, and we're going to talk to El Vago. I'm sitting next to my man right here, Herrera. Tell everybody what's going on, Gabe.
Nothing much, man. Ready to get this interview.
Excited
Been a
to
long
be
time
here.
coming, man.
Across the
Excited to be
table,
here.
we have Checo, one of Alex's partners, and we're going to get right into the interview. I know you're probably a little bit freaking out because I'm sitting in your chair.
Yeah.
And first of all, congratulations on the podcast, the restaurants, and everything that's going on in your world, my brother. But let's take it way back. Let's talk about your stomping grounds, where you were born and where you were raised.
Oh man, I was born in Victoria, Texas, November 25th, 1981. Man, I was born there, and I lived in Bloomington, Texas. All my teenage till about 15. My mom, I remember when I was young. My mom, she didn't speak no English, so my first language was Spanish, and I remember going to school. And they made me take a test to see how much English I knew to put me with the English speaking kids. If not, would I have to go with the
So basically, at your home base, you would speak nothing but Spanish.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
When did you start talking English? I mean,
Well,
it's like
I
fifth grade,
did
fourth
here
grade?
and there when I was little, but not that much. I spoke more Spanish than English.
Oh yeah, Alex, when you were Vago, when you were young, eras travieso.
Yeah, I was.
I
man.
gotta ask.
Yeah, yeah,
Eras
yeah.
travieso, getting into trouble. and
Yeah,
stuff
I
like
was
that?
real. I was a weird kid, man. Like I never really had many friends when I
More
was
like a
young.
loner.
Yeah, I was more of a loner. I didn't fit in with a lot of kids and stuff.
Why would
know.
you say that? I mean,
I don't know. I was just kind of like an outcast, man. I just
was there a
didn't.
bunch of Americanos there? You were the only Mexican, or what?
I guess, man. You know what I mean? It was just weird. Like I really didn't go play with a lot of friends after school or
Let me ask you
or
this:
stuff like that.
Were you ever bullied?
all the time, man. That was
For what?
I don't know. Man, if
You were
you're
outcasted.
yeah, well, when I was little, it was weird, man, because like I would get bullied a lot and stuff. I was real weak, real scared of everything, and I was always getting punked by everybody. I remember, it fucked up thing. It started with my family, man.
Your own family.
Yeah, my own family. I don't even like calling them my tias. My dad's sisters. They
Te hacían burla.
yeah, oh yeah, they didn't like me because they always call me the little wetback kid, the mojadito. They didn't like me. You know what I mean?
Wow, I'm sorry to hear that.
So
yeah.
I was my grandfather's favorite because I was always with him and I was always doing stuff with him, and I was real close to him, man. And my dad, we had a good relationship as a kid, whatever, he was a good dad, he always provided for us, took care of us and shit like that.
Now, I've got to ask you, Alex, because, I mean, I was bullied when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And my experience as getting bullied, it made me hard. It made me hate people. It made me different. You know what I mean? Was that the case in your situation? With
Well,
people?
with me, it took a while, man. Like I said, I was getting bullied all the time. I remember my aunts, whatever, like they always mistreated me, my sisters, my mom, stuff like that. And as a kid, I never understood why. You know what I mean? It was just always something like we weren't allowed to play with my other cousins and stuff. Like they didn't want me around and stuff. Christmas too, whatever. I remember
Because of the difference of being a United States Latino.
I
and a
guess, yeah,
Mexicano?
I guess, yeah.
That needs to stop, man. That really
And
needs to
fucked
stop.
up thing about it, I ain't gonna lie, man. Like everything I say, from here on out, man, that was the old me. You know what I mean? I'm not
Right.
like that no more. I don't have that mentality anymore. It took me years to stop being like that. You know what I mean? Like,
When did you finally realize, hey, man, I'm a racist?
honestly, man, probably like 7 years ago, 5 years
This
ago.
ain't normal bullying.
Yeah.
I mean, you can talk about somebody has a big head or big ears. This is, you're Mexican.
Yeah.
So there's a difference there as far as bullying. This is your race.
Yeah, man. My family was pretty rough, man. It just I come from a fucked up family, bro. On my dad's side, my dad's side, they're real fucked up. There was a lot of abuse, a lot of my cousins would get mistreated and stuff. I had an aunt, dude. That bitch she was cold, man. She I was never around them, but I remember stories and hearing through the family where one of my cousins, whatever, she got in trouble in school. She would tie her down and beat her up with the belt and stuff. And don't get me wrong. I
Old
believe in
school
getting
discipline.
No, but what old school's getting whooped on your ass, not fucking beat down like a fucking.
Oh, like
They
that?
got beat down.
Oh, man.
My my one aunt, she had cooked some eggs one time for my cousins, whatever, and they eggs by itself, whatever, they would eat it. She would make them finish their whole plate, and one of my cousins couldn't do it. She got up, she threw up, so my aunt beat her ass, cooked 4 more eggs, and told her, "Here, you're not leaving this table till you finish."
You were there.
Now, I wasn't there,
You
but
heard
I
about it.
remember it. You know what I mean? I remember it because, you know, when I was little, we lived at my grandparents' house for a little while, and I remember one time I had went somewhere with my mom and dad. Dude, I must have been like 3 or 4 years old. I don't know how the fuck I
Chiquito.
still remember that shit, but I remember coming back to the house and they broke into my parents' room and they cut up my mom's wedding dress, her pictures and stuff and all that. Yeah, it was some pretty.
Damn.
Kind
heavy
of
shit. It was pretty. Yeah,
jealous,
crazy.
jealousy, and beat.
yeah, it was just real hardcore. So you know, I was real close to my mom, man. You know, it made me hate Tejanos, fool. I ain't gonna lie.
Come
It
on.
really did because even you know, outside of my family, you know, when I was a kid, I remember people talking shit, you know, oh, you know, mojados and wetbacks and this and that. And I was confused. I was like, you know, don't they speak Spanish too? Like, you know, like I didn't get it, man. You know what I mean? I was, like I said, I was real little.
You know something? I still don't get it.
Yeah,
There's Tejanos and there's Mexicanos. My parents are both from Mexico,
yeah,
and I'm proud to say que soy mexicano. I was born here, soy americano, mexicano. Whatever the case, somos de la misma raza.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. There shouldn't be any kind of making fun of you're a wetback or eres mojado, eres indocumentado or that. That really needs to stop. If you're out there and you hear it, I always say if you see something, say something, because some of these little kids grow up now.
Mhm.
What are they doing? They're blowing up the schools.
yeah,
If they're getting bullied, some of them go back and do damage, any kind of bullying. But
Yeah.
this is a race card, man. We're all from the same descent, and some of these Tejanos need to go back in their roots and realize that their ancestors are from Mexico.
yeah,
They don't know. They don't understand. They're not all from here. You look at me, all right? Tengo los ojos verdes. I have green eyes. In Chicago area, Carbondale, Illinois, they mistake me for a white person.
yeah,
And they would talk about Mexicans in front of me, and I'm like, wow,
yeah. It's crazy, man.
wow.
I have an uncle, my uncle Freddie Rivera. He looks like Robert Redford, man. That dude's ginger, has you know, freckles, red hair, and all that. But he only speaks Spanish, man. It's a trip when you see him, you know.
You know, myself, looking the way I looked, I had braces as a kid, y los hice en Monterrey, Mexico. They hated me in Mexico. Okay, so it goes both ways.
Yeah, it does, man.
Eres americano, no le hace que estás aquí en
Pocho.
Mexico. Whatever. They
Yeah.
hated me. I got jumped and all kinds of stuff. And that all needs to stop. I think we should have non-borders and be able to cross as Mexicanos or Tejanos, vice versa, despite of all the bad that's going on around the world right now. But back to you. You grew up in Victoria. Now,
in Bloomington.
did you ever live in Mexico?
No, but we would go all the time, man.
You're
I would
like
go,
me.
Yeah, I would go, you know, a couple months at a time. We'd
¿Cómo
go.
te recibían allá en Mexico? How did they receive you out
It
there?
was badass, bro.
Wasn't it?
It was, hell yeah, it was badass. My mom she comes from Veracruz, Mexico, from a small rancho named Los Flores. And man, dude, I didn't really know what family was until I go over there. You know what I mean? Because I have a shitload of tios and tias and stuff, and like, you know, they
Big change in the way
oh
they
yeah,
treat you in the
big time,
States.
man, big time.
Actually, happy to see you.
Oh
Like,
fuck yeah, man! You know what I mean? It was fun every time we go over there. They would kill a cow, man, being barbacoa de pozo. Yeah, all we did was eat, man. You know what I mean?
You know what? That's the way people are in Mexico. The hospitality is.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't explain it. If you go into a tío or tía's house, vas a comer. Mijo, you're going to eat. Sit down.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't matter what time of day it is. They always have food on it. Now, let's get back to you growing up. I know that you got bullied as a kid. When did you decide, sabes que I like cooking? This is something I want.
Oh
to
man, I
do."
was in like 5th grade. I remember my mom had asked me if I wanted to go with her to Mexico to go see my grandparents, and I was like, you know, I wanted to stay with my dad. You know what I mean? So she was, you know, she showed me how to cook whatever, so I can cook when she wasn't there, and so I did, man. First thing I ever learned how to make was a hamburger.
Right
That was
on.
the first thing I learned how to make was a hamburger when I was a kid. So I would make that
From
and-
scratch.
yeah. I just, you know, press the patty out the package, whatever, and make it and shit. And then little by little, I watched my mom cook all the time, whatever. So I just, you know,
Was she making enchiladas?
She
or
making
ta-
everything,
tacos,
man.
And you
Yeah,
were right there
we
learning.
we never went out to eat when we were kids. Never,
Right
never.
on.
It was like a special occasion when we did. You know, I never even been to a Chinese restaurant till after I was 18 because we never.
I'm with
You
you.
know
on
what I
that.
mean? We never did. You know, my first time I went over there, I thought it was guacamole. If it was wasabi. Oh, it fucked me up, fool. I was like,
about
oh
clearing
man, they got
yourself.
guacamole too. So I went over there, dipped in there. I was like, oh, la chingada, dude, burned the fuck out of me, man. I wasn't expecting it, you know. But you know, we grew up. We had a chicken pen, man, and my mom, she'll go kill the chickens and stuff. She'll grab them by the neck, twist them, and then, you know, she'll make me and my sister. She'll dip them in hot water. We'll pull all the feathers off of them, whatever, and she would cook it. And that's why to this day, man, I'm not a big fan of arroz con pollo anymore. We used to eat that shit so much when we were kids, bro. Like I don't know. I don't care for stuff like that anymore.
So, I mean, being bullied as a kid, you grew up on the side of your mom learning how to cook. I think this
Yeah.
became a hobby for you.
Yeah, it was
And
because
she
I like
left
to
you
eat.
alone and you were cooking for yourself then. Huh?
Yeah. Not all the time.
Uh-huh.
My mom always cooked, bro. She was the type of mother that you wake up in the morning, there's breakfast already made.
Right.
You know,
The smell of tortillas.
come home from school, there's already food already made. So we already had everything already there. So, and we never went hungry. You know what I mean? My mom, she always made food for us. She took care of us. We were real close to her. You know, I'm glad she didn't let my tias misabuse us like she did, you know, the rest of my cousins that were there during the time. I have a cousin, bro, that she passed away recently from my other cousin. He was supposed to be taking care of her because my aunt, their mom, passed away, and it was just a bunch of shit with that, bro. You know, my cousin got real bad into meth and shit, and he wasn't watching her right. She starved to death.
Huh.
And and the sad thing is, bro, is that he couldn't even press charges on anything because whenever the mom died, she didn't sign power of attorney to nobody, so she was her own person. So if she didn't want to eat, she didn't have to eat. Nobody made her. So my cousin got scot free off of that shit.
Wow.
But yeah, man, I grew up pretty rough, man. I remember my aunts getting my cousin to go punch me in the face and stuff when I was a kid.
For
know
no
what I mean?
reason.
For no reason, bro.
Just
For no
because
reason.
you
Just
were
because, you know what I mean?
Mexican
Yeah. So they didn't
That's
like
horrible.
me. Yeah.
Guys, if you're just tuning in right now, welcome to the Volo. We got special guest Havo G. Of course, my man right here next to me, Herrera. Any questions that you may have for him?
Did out of all the family, was there like one that was, you know, like an uncle or something, you know, that
I got along with one uncle only, my Uncle Fredo. He was the only uncle I got along with, man.
And what was the reason behind that?
I have no idea, man. He was just always a real cool uncle, man. I remember when I started being a bad kid, whatever. We were supposed to be at CCD when we fucking skipped. We want to go smoke weed and shit, and we had did something. It was early. We had like another 30-45 minutes before everything was supposed to be over. So I told my cousin, let's go to Theo Fredo's house, man. So he's like, all right, we go over there, and we're smoking and shit, and then we go to the porch. My uncle comes out, he starts talking to us, and he looks at us real serious,
Advising.
and he was all like, y'all got weed on y'all? We're like, no. He goes, y'all those sons of bitch, y'all fucking lie to me. All right, Theo. So we pull out the joint, we gave it to him, and he lights. He goes, you sons of bitches holding out on your Theo.
yeah.
That
So,
broke the ice right there.
Yeah, it did, man. So, you know, we knew he smoked. You know what I mean? We just
A Mexico aquí.
no here. It was here, yeah,
Well,
here on my
that's good.
dad's side. That's the only Theo I got along with. I know, like I said, I went through a lot of bullying with my kids because I was my grandfather's favorite when I was a kid, and you know, I would every weekend, me and my grandpa would hang out. He'd take me to the mall and buy me clothes and stuff.
Alex, I gotta
I
ask
was
you,
real close with them.
what did that do to you? As a person, did it scar your soul growing up like that? I mean, what effect did it have on you, bro?
I really don't know, man. I'm the kind of person that shit happens to me and like I train my mind to be like that was yesterday. Today's a new day. Whatever happened in the past, who cares?
Keep it in the past.
Yeah, just it's in the past. You know,
I love
today's a new
that.
day.
That's a good method.
It's
of
like
thinking.
surviving for the day. That's how my whole life's always been. Just surviving for the day. If I make it through the day, whatever happened yesterday, yeah, it's gone.
As long as we
it's
wake
gone.
up,
You know what I mean?
right? I love that.
Optimistic, yeah.
Yeah.
love it.
So I had to, bro. You know, I even got bullied in school a lot and stuff. A lot of kids would always bully me until one day, man. One summer I hung around. Oh, check it out. I'm gonna tell you this quick story, man. It was funny.
Go ahead.
This was the turning point in my life. I got bullied so much that I remember it was towards the end of the school year. There was this white kid in the bus. He was beating up one of my friends, man. He was like a
jock.
10th graders. Nah, he was just a big old
Bully.
heavy set white boy, man. And he was picking on a friend of mine on the bus, and when I told him, I said, I think I was in 6th grade, maybe 6th or 7th.
You finally
it was
snapped.
6th. It was 6th. No, I didn't. I had went and I told him, hey man, leave my friend alone, man. I said, leave him alone. He ain't doing nothing to you, whatever. He told me, mind your business before I whoop your ass, whatever. I said,
Really?
and I told him, I said, shut up, Bucky O'Hare, because I don't know you remember that cartoon back in the day, that rabbit with the big old teeth, because he was a big old white boy with big old teeth, whatever. So I told him that, and he slapped the shit out of me, man.
Oh, shit.
Made me cry in front of everybody on the bus, man. I ain't gonna lie, he made me cry, right? And
Because everybody laughed at what you said.
oh yeah, everybody was laughing at me and shit. You know what I mean? Like I said, I was real weak when I was a kid, bro. I really didn't have many friends. I did, but not friends that like you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you hung around with them.
yeah. And I remember that summer I started hanging around with a bunch of bad kids, whatever. They were all, you know, gangbangers and shit, cholos and shit, whatever. And you know, they kind of took me in, you know, and showed me how that life was, whatever. And you know, they had me man, shit. They had me shoot at somebody, right? I was a little kid, man. Had me at 38. They has a rifle right there, you know, and I was scared. I didn't want to do it, but I did it. And that kind of like changed me a little bit, you know. It changed me, bro. I started dressing different. I started being different. And after that, I was like, man, fuck that. Ain't nobody gonna bully me no more.
Now we've seen
You know?
movies. I know that I have, and we've talked about this recently as a joking. But did you actually get jumped in?
Oh yeah,
That really
fuck
happens.
yeah, fuck yeah, I did. 13 seconds, bro.
13 seconds, everybody
man.
gets a shot at you,
Yep.
and then after they give you a hug and welcome
Yeah,
you in.
yeah,
Wow.
you're in, man. After that,
What goes through your mind when that's happening? You're getting hit. Do you defend yourself or just take the blow?
no, I tried to defend myself, but it was three of my homeboys,
What is-
whatever.
What is the meaning behind getting jumped in? They want to see how many chingazos. you
No,
can
it's
take,
like a
how
rite of
tough you are.
passage, man. You know what I mean? It's like if you took an ass whooping to join. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people probably think it's stupid, but this was this was the 90s. You know what I mean?
I'm just saying because I've seen some of these jump-ins where some guy's eyes popping out. And
Oh
then-
no, it's never been that bad,
Like,
man. That's
chingazos,
to fuck somebody
That's
up. Man.
when you start making certain kind of rules on what you do.
Okay.
Like when you jump someone, oh, no kicking him in the face with steel-toed boots. No hitting with this or no hitting like that. There's certain rules you have that you can't do.
Okay, so
But-
don't kick me in the nuts. That's
Yeah.
all I ask. I'm getting jumped in soon. So another thing, you were jumped in.
Yeah.
Have you ever been on this side when you're jumping somebody in and you're getting in some chingazos?
Oh fuck yeah, man.
Are you
Yeah.
hitting this person with all your might, like if he was an enemy, or here, he'll take it?
I was because I was a dick.
I mean, and that's what I want to know.
Yeah,
because
no, I was-
you took it from some.
Yeah, and they were way older than me, man. You know, I was scared to go home, man, because I was all beat up. What my parents were gonna say?
Alex, did you count the 13 seconds?
Fuck no, I was just trying to survive.
Probably felt like 30 minutes, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it feels
when you're in a
forever.
fight, it feels fucking forever, man.
Checo, you've been through this too?
Yeah.
I'm the one that brought him in
Okay.
when we were young.
No, sir.
All right, well, we're fixing it.
Yeah, right.
We're fixing it. No,
But,
but it's just a different world as to the way
Yeah.
we were grown up, raised or whatever. But you've been through it, and you said you were bullied. But after you got into a gang, you felt all right. Nobody's gonna mess with me.
Yeah, I
anymore.
was like,
Tell us about that era in your life.
You know, I remember that when school started. I remember I had went to school. I was wearing some Ben Davis. I was all choloed out, bro. I've always been a Mexican gangster since I was a little kid, man. I still dress like that, man. For a couple years I tried not to, but I don't know. I just can't, man. You know, my youngest son got older. He started wearing Ben Davis and nice clothes, and I got jealous. And I was like, man, I miss dressing like that. I try not to anymore, but that's what I am. You know what I mean? I've been like that since I was 12 years old. You know, and I don't know any other way to dress. You know,
You're saying Ben Davis. I don't even know what that is.
I'll show you. I'll show you.
It's like a style of clothing.
Yeah, they're pants, man. They're like Dickies, but better.
Okay.
But
When did Vago become Vago?
Oh, that was way
You were
later, man.
Alex.
yeah.
And then all of a sudden, Vago came down. I mean, I want to
Whoa.
know, when did you start loving to cook?
Well, hold on real quick. Hold on. Let me
Come
tell you
on.
a story, man. After I had went back to school, man, I remember I was all dressed up all nice. I had a button-up shirt, hairnet on and stuff. I was, and I got on the bus and that white boy was on there and he was all like, man, who the fuck you trying to be? And I turned out, whooped his ass, man. That's the first person that I ever fucking
Same guy that slapped you.
same guy the year before to slap the shit out of me and fucking crying in front of everybody.
Revenge.
Yeah, I got his ass back.
That
you
had
know
to
what I
feel
mean?
good.
It was very, very good.
Did he ever disrespect you again?
Nuh-uh. And then after that, dude, my life just went down, man. Like I just started getting in more trouble. I got sent to Mitchell Guidance Center in Victoria. It was pretty bad back then. I was getting into all kinds of shit, and then that's when I started, when I got a little bit older from that, that's when I started retaliating against my own family. my aunts and shit, the
all
disrespect
that
of my
in the
mom.
back of your
Oh yeah,
head.
man. He was there. I shot up my aunt's vehicle. She bought a brand new vehicle. Bought a brand new vehicle. We were driving by. And it was like 3 a.m. And I had bought me a nice Yukon, right? She had bought one. I said, this fucking bitch trying to copy me. My homeboy was driving. I said, hey man, stop. He stopped right in the middle of the road. I rolled my window down. And I had a Glock 17. I busted 17 rounds into her right. Vámonos, let's go. My homeboy was like shocked, like, what the fuck? Who's that? I go, that's my tia. He was like, what the fuck? Nobody was there. You know what I mean? I just did it just it's fucking stupid, man. I was dumb. My cousin that used to punch me and shit, I beat the shit out of him too after that. Like I was like on a rampage trying to get everybody back. But when I guess that's why I don't put up with nobody's shit anymore. When people start shit with me online or say this, that, like I just
And I've caught that before.
You know what I mean? Like,
And I don't blame you.
I don't
I
tolerate
don't blame
shit.
you. I think you have to nip those kind of people in the bud before they think they can get away with it.
Yep.
We're like that. I mean, it's crazy, but a lot of what we call studio gangsters or online gangsters they're real quick to talk smack online, but in person, they don't go there.
Yeah, no.
So back to what I was saying at the intro, folks. You guys that are just joining us, this is the Volo, and we got Gabe Herrera, myself, Checo, and the Vago, El Vago, myself, Havo G. Yes, I have a friend named Ray Canales. He's a singer, and he told me one day, hey, dude, there's a brand new restaurant called Vago's across the street from El Jefe. You got to go over there. The guy's super cool, but his hat is all tatted up.
Okay.
His hat, he's all tatted up. I'm like, well, shit, I've been around so many people, from presidents to artists to governors and politicians. Big. When I say, you know what, I'm going to go over there. When I first met you, I didn't know what to think. All I knew is that you had a restaurant, you must be successful, and I'm going to try to sell something.
Yeah.
I wasn't looking at your tattoos. One thing that I do know is you don't judge a book by its cover. And I'm glad that I did, because if I would have strayed away, we wouldn't be here tonight. One, I wouldn't have tried your barbecue.
Yeah.
And second, we wouldn't have become friends.
Yeah, true.
So point being, folks, don't estimate, don't assume a person by their looks that they're going to be this, that, and the other. Get to know a person first before you decide to make a change or any kind of, I'm going to assume this guy's an asshole or he's a gang member. Nah, none of that. If you don't take a chance and meet somebody, which I'm glad I did, Alex.
Yeah.
You become a very good friend, compadre. Everything that's going on in our world would have never happened if I would have taken that shot of saying, I'm not going to talk to that guy.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's a lot of people that you see these guys with tattoos on their faces, or they look like a certain way. You want to be standoffish? Don't do that.
Nah, do that. I ain't gonna sit here and lie, man. Fucking, most of the people that are tatted up are bad people, man.
Most are, but here in the late, they're not. I mean, you're not like that.
Not anymore.
Okay, because we grow out of it.
Yeah,
Right?
Not everybody grows out of it though, man.
Yeah.
Do you
know what I mean?
think that the trauma and like the heartaches and the struggles that you went through made you a more compassionate person towards now?
Yeah, dude, I really believe, man, from my standing, from what, like, people like me, it's a lot of times you have to
You're a
go through a
likable
lot
guy.
of shit. You have to go through a lot of shit to learn how to be in life, man. It's like the whole thing of, treat people how you want them to treat you and stuff like that. Because, like, I was, during that time, bro, how can I say it? I was a kid that I was a wannabe. You know what I mean?
I want to
Like,
be what?
I wanted to be a gangster so bad when I was a kid. You know what I
and
mean?
You did that.
Yeah, but I didn't come from a background. My parents weren't gang members. My fucking family. I came from a good fucking family. You know what I mean?
Well, I think
It's
a lot
just,
has to do with the boiling of all that buildup,
Yeah.
Yeah.
all that, bullying, all this, the anger that you held inside, bro.
Yeah.
That's what knocked that white boy out. Honestly, you were
Yeah.
tired of that. You wanted to make a change and have people respect you.
Yeah.
I will tell you this, and I want to again thank Channel 6, Channel 3, the social media pages, the newspapers, magazines. Everybody has covered your story, because I had a chance to go with Alex to Sam's Club, and everybody accepted him. They knew who he was because they had already seen him, and they weren't looking at him in any other way. I saw this with my own eyes. When maybe 10 years ago, they would have, mighty call the cops. There's fucking gangsters here.
Scan aisle 3.
Not anymore.
Arcade camera down.
I always hear that.
But you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You
definitely.
understand what I'm saying? It's just a different era and
do go
time.
through
And I thank the medias for accepting you and finally put you on stories in a positive light.
Yeah.
You've got to see that, bro, because you become iconic in Corpus Christi. A lot of people recognize you. You probably can't go anywhere without somebody saying, hey, there's that guy.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, you're that guy.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
it's got to feel good, and you're breaking that. I think you're breaking that from other people.
Yeah.
It's like before when somebody drove a Harley Davidson, had long hair, they'll stay away from there because they're gangster. Same thing with the tattoos on the head. Stay away from that guy because they're gangster. But here you are. You're a business owner. You're a very successful person, and you've got a great team. When did you really start liking to cook?
When I like starting to cook,
Yeah.
I've always liked to cook.
Yeah.
I just didn't know I was good at it. You know, I really didn't know. Like
Well,
I
we're here to
said,
tell you.
when
Make some beans.
We're here to tell you.
when I started at the trade center, man, it was only just to make a quick buck. It wasn't to be none of this. It was just sell food. Here's your food. Take it, vamos. You know what I mean? That's how it started out. I never intended to do all this. I had a detailing company. That's what I did for years, and I was hoping for it to pick back up. And then I just did that for the meantime because that's COVID. You know, a lot of people, you know, they didn't want to get their car cleaned during COVID. You know, so I lost a lot during that time.
Well, you started off at the trade center, then you broke off to Molina.
Yeah,
Your fans, your customers followed you there.
not really, man.
No?
I was kind of disappointed because a lot of people would always tell me, man, if you had an everyday spot, we'd go every day and this and that. When we opened, our first day was busy, and then the second day was okay, and then after that, it started going down. And I had sold my house to do it, so I was
You
kind of
took a leap.
scared. You know, yeah, I did big time. You know,
Well, I happen to know that you have a good business mind. You tend to say something and you do it. You
Yeah.
don't half step. That's one thing I do like about you. If you say you're gonna try something, you do it and you make it happen.
you gotta manifest it, bro.
Amen to that. I truly believe in that.
I don't-
Spoken words.
I don't like working for nobody. I like working for myself. I'm glad if it wasn't for Alan Stevenson, I would have never had an opportunity to do it. You know what I mean? He's the one that helped me with my detailing business when I first started. And he loaned me a lot of money, man, for me to get going. If it wasn't for him, I don't know where I'd be right now. You know?
Would you admit that if this was easy, everybody would be doing
Oh
this?
fuck no, man. You gotta hustle, man. Like it's always like it's every day. You know, like you get up in the morning and you know, you don't even know what kind of day you're gonna have. Sometimes I don't even know if I'm gonna have enough money to pay the bills. Like, you know, I'm here giving away stuff and I don't even got money to pay my shit. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I just feel like I have to do it for some reason.
As a businessman, we want to know, what are your strengths and your weaknesses? What do you think you're most strong at when it comes to Vago's restaurant?
Oh man, my strengths, man, is that I have a crew that backs me up no matter what. They put up with my shit even when I'm mad or in a bad mood. You know what I mean? I put him through a lot of shit. I'm always bitching at him because he's the one under me.
Now, Checo, since you're talking too much tonight, we want to elaborate on that. You've seen him at his worst. Explain.
I've seen him at all different stages, from the happy stage to the bad stage to actually wanting to do a little more than a normal kind of stage. But like I said,
Are you used to it? You know how to cope with
It's
different...
not that I'm used to it. My brother, like
love that.
I have no brother. All I had was sisters growing up. Like it's nothing but girls. I had nothing but girls around my family until I met him, and then my only brother. Like, and then getting to know him, he's the same way too. He's the oldest. He's the boy at the oldest, and he got nothing but sisters.
Yeah.
So when it came down to it, like when things go down, like I don't have to count on nobody. I know he'll be there, and I know he won't take off on me.
Let me
Just like
say
it'll go the
this.
same way for him.
When you do get on him and you do bitch at him, I'm sure you're right there next to him, like the whole time too, right? Like you're not just, I mean, you're not a big corporation where you're calling, hey, what's up with the numbers or whatever, while you sit in the office. Like,
No.
you're right there grinding.
Yeah, I
know I
tell
see it.
him. Yeah, I tell him, and it's stupid shit, bro. Sometimes I'm just in a bad mood. I know I shouldn't be like that, you know. But sometimes I'm just mad and everything's just fucking going wrong, and like, you know, he'll forget to do things. I'm like, dude, what the fuck you forget? Like, goddamn Mexican, like, you know what
Now,
I mean?
Checo, when you know he's having a bad day, do you try to pull him aside and, hey, bro, calm down?
Nah, I just let him be.
There you
Let him
go.
be,
You know,
'cause
you know already.
He'll calm down on his own when
Yeah.
when his time's right and everything starts playing out just perfect, and then he'll be like, all right, he'll calm down, everything will be good. He'll be smiling and laughing. It's just some days it's just them days where he's in the beginning when he's struggling.
You know,
And
just
I already know
give
when
him
I'm
his
struggling.
space.
Majority of the time, that's why I stay quiet, because I know I can make it worse by saying the wrong shit.
Here's a question. You're so busy with the restaurant, Alex. I've seen you even on your days off, like this past week. You took your day off and did a turkey drive. You're always going. How do you divide your time
I don't.
from business and family?
I don't.
There's got to be time.
I don't.
Go.
Yeah. Well,
No.
I just turned 44 this past Tuesday.
Happy
I-
belated
I
birthday, my
figured-
brother.
I figure I got another 10 years in me to bust my ass. So 44 to 54, nah, a little bit more than that. To me, in my 60s, whatever. But I'd rather kill myself now and do whatever I can do to build this shit and leave it for my kids.
Listen.
And so like that, like I'm not gonna depend on no fucking Social Security, man. We probably wouldn't even have that shit when I get old.
No doubt.
You know?
So with that being said, Alex, I gotta ask you because you should be one of the proudest parents to look over when it's really busy and you see your family working the same dream you're doing. How does that feel to you?
Man, it feels good, bro. I
your
love that
kids.
both of my sons work for me. That was my dream, man, to have both of my sons there with
You
me.
got it.
And then my daughter Marisa works there too. My son's girlfriend Sally, she works there también. My wife helps me on the weekends. You know, it's good, bro. It's a nice feeling, man. You know what I mean? I love going to work every day. Just
Well, you're with familia.
Yeah,
So
you know,
it's a
it-
family affair.
you know, they get on my nerves sometimes. You know what I mean? Everybody does get on my nerves. You know, it's just when you're around somebody too much, you're gonna
Yeah.
bump heads and shit. It just happens. You know what I mean? And I'm like, hey Gabe, come over, man. I need something different, someone different to talk to or some shit. You know,
On my way.
I'm gonna ask you a question that a lot of people tend to fringe on. How did Vagos become Vagos? I mean, you have a little demon on fire who is your demo person. How did that little
Well,
character come to life?
It started with it started when we're at the trade center. I had started making beard butter and stuff, and I came up with the idea for the design because I like the old school cartoons. And
Right on.
there was this there's this devil. You ever seen Cuphead?
Mm-hmm.
The
Yep.
devil on Cuphead. I love the way the 1950 style cartoons look.
Okay, the black and whites.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I took that idea from him and I got with my homeboy Joe Moscolt. I said, hey man, I got an idea where he came up with an idea with the skull with the top hat. I was like, nah, dude. I was like, I want a devil, dude, like a badass fucking devil, man. You know what I mean?
You
So
know,
it's
Ronald
something.
has a clown. Wendy has a Wendy.
Yeah.
You have a little demon
Hell yeah.
on fire.
But
And
the thing with the devil is, bro, look, I'm not
explain to the people.
I'm
because
not
a lot of
I'm
them
not religious, bro. I don't believe in religion. I believe in God. I believe in good people. I believe in God, whatever. I don't believe in religion because I don't know, it don't sit well with me. You know, it just doesn't, bro. Like when I was young, I told the story before. I got caught with a gun in school
Okay.
it was a Christian school. I got caught with the gun. You know, the guy preached to me. I thought he was really trying to help me out, man. But in all reality, they were using my tuition money because my parents had paid so much in advance or whatever. So, well, they were like on a contract where they drafted it from every month, whatever. So as soon as my tuition thing, the year was over, he went and told my mom, hey, you know, we caught your son with a gun months ago. We don't want you here no more. And if you make a big deal about it, we're going to press charges on him. So it was my fault. I left my gun in my jacket, took it to school. I didn't even know it was in there. I picked up the jacket. The gun fell out in the middle of class.
Jeez.
And teachers, everybody was in the classroom. Yeah, I was
Alex,
fucking
were
scared.
you carrying the
shitless.
gun because you were still being bullied, or was
No, I carried the gun because I was a gang member during that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, stupid, just dumb.
at
You know
a
what I mean?
Christian school?
Yeah,
Okay.
I didn't mean to do it. I didn't like, oh, I'm gonna take my gun to school. I left it in my jacket, and I just next day went to school, threw the jacket on, whatever. It was one of those old school starter jackets, the big ones back in the days of Foot Locker used to carry. I had a Raiders jacket, man, a big one. had them deep ass pockets, man. I had the Glock in there, whatever. Took it to school.
Guys, we're sitting with Gabe Herrera, Checo, and Alex Arredondo, El Vago from Corpus Christi. If you're watching us right now and you have any questions, please put them on the comments. We want to hear from you guys. You've seen them around town. You've seen them in news bulletins, and I mean, just about everywhere. Everybody's talking about Vagos. Here recently, you've been on the news for doing a lot of great things. And I look at it, I'm like, man, that's my boy. That's my boy. I consider yourself one of my good friends and one of my most successful friends. I met him a couple of years ago, and I tapped into his brain like, what do you want to do, bro? Man, I want to franchise. Here we are, a year later. Now you have a second Vagos and a third mobile Vagos. Everything's going smooth the way you said.
Yeah.
Right? Are you happy, Alex?
Nuh-uh.
Yep.
Okay. Let's know why.
Well, I'm happy how things are going. I just like, this is only the beginning. Of
Is
it.
there something that
You know
you're
what I mean?
lacking that you, I mean, I want to know. Why aren't you happy, bro? You should be happy.
Because, man, I need a bigger location. You know what I mean? I need a bigger indoor location, and I just hate that everything in Corpus is so fucking expensive, man.
I hear that.
You know what I mean? Every place I found, they want anywhere between $715 to $20,000 a month rent. You know what I mean? Like it's ridiculous. And then the city always comes up with their shit too. You know what I mean? They always overcharge everything. Or they make up all these rules. They tell you one thing, you go, and then all of a sudden it changes. But like, goddamn, I already spent money to get this the way you wanted it done for your specifications. All of a sudden, oh no, we don't want it like this, and you got to knock that down and do this all over again. And that's, I'm not rich. You know what I mean? I'm not a big old corporate company like you said. You know what I mean? I'm a small timer.
Yeah. And I'll ask this. You have 3 restaurants. Do you want to franchise into other towns, other cities?
Oh yeah, eventually
Maybe
I
you can
am,
find
man.
something out.
Yeah.
Victoria.
Eventually. Oh yeah, eventually I am, man. Eventually I am.
So guys, if you're out there, you want to be part of the franchise Vagos, this is the time to call him. Find out what we can do in Houston, Dallas, Austin, San Antonio, even in the Valley. Let's get some Vagos all over the place. But I will tell you this. I went to Austin a couple of weeks ago to go see Billie Eilish in concert. And right under the hotel was Stubbs Barbecue. Everybody talks about Stubbs. It was good. It wasn't great. Yours is great, bro. Your brisket is choice. It is well served. One thing is you're not pinche with your food.
No, man,
That's what I was gonna say. too.
You're not pinche. And guys, I mean, he's not selfish. He's gonna give you a burger with brisket. It's a burger with brisket.
Yeah, you're gonna take some home.
You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna, So we didn't get that at Stubbs, and I mean that's one thing I compared to. The taste was okay, the sides were okay, but it was portioned, and I don't like that.
Yeah.
When you go to Vagos, you're gonna get a plate. You're gonna get a plate, bro. How do you survive on that?
We do okay, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm not rich. You know what I mean? We do good enough to pay the bills. You know.
But is this something that you say? You know what? I'm not gonna be pinche with my meat, Bill Miller style.
Yeah, no, man. I want everybody.
I'm sorry, no pun intended.
Hey,
Bro.
gotta say it,
Bro, I'm just gonna be real. I mean, I don't know how they've been surviving after you came around, because I went to go get a brisket taco. Whatever that was sliced brisket, bro. Like from a ham. You want to eat sliced ham? Deli. Whoa.
I know a lot of chain restaurants. And this is what I heard. I'm not saying that people be like, oh, this dude was talking shit about this. What I heard about a bunch of chain barbecue restaurants that they starting to use pellet smokers. That's why the meat looks like that. Like you can slice it like ham. You know what I mean?
What the portions, man? It's just what the pricing and the portions just don't make sense. If you want to have a great meal and you're gonna get your money's worth, this is what I mean. Vagos, dude, I have enough for myself and Stella. So I'm bragging on it because you do right by your fans. You do right by your customers. A few weeks back, I just happened to show up to talk to you behind the scenes, but I went to the front. Bro, there was refinery people, firemen, doctors, nurses. I'm watching what they're wearing and what their profession is. Everybody who is somebody knows Vagos. And it made me proud to say, wow, these people really know where it's at. They could be at any other restaurant, but they're spending their time right there. And then one time I was inside and I looked out the window. He had a whole table full of policemen. So that tells you something.
Yeah, man, it's weird, man. I got a few cops that I'm cool with now and stuff. You know what I mean?
It's
Like,
gotta feel good, bro.
Yeah,
They're bragging about
it
you.
feels normal, man. I'm trying to get pardoned right now. That's what I'm working on.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to be normal, man. I want all that fucking gang shit off my fucking record. I want all the fucking I want to be able to vote. I want to be able to carry a gun. I want to be able, not because of doing something stupid, just
Right.
You know what I
Protection
mean? Well, not only
nowadays.
that, bro. I want to take my kids hunting and shit. You know, my son's like, we never been, bro. I've been in trouble all my fucking life. You know, I almost lost my life a few times, man, and also with the law, bro. Like, some shit had happened, man, and they had hit me with a bunch of charges when I was young. My first offer was 60 to life. I wasn't supposed to. You know what I mean?
You're not supposed to be here.
I ain't supposed to be here. That's another thing too, man, that I've always believed that I was supposed to do something, man, because
I'm looking at some of these people out here that are commenting, and thank you so much for watching the show tonight, guys. Put your comments if you have any questions. They're waiting for you and having a restaurant in Annabelle. Happy belated birthday, Alex. We had some people saying we got plenty of empty space here. If you haven't had cornholio, you need to try it. The thing hefty.
Have you had
Is
the
that a
cornholio?
Man, I don't know what I've had, bro. Every time I go, I want a burger, and I end up getting a
Surprised
big.
me. Yeah.
Surprise me.
It's nachos.
Cornholio. You know, you come up with these crazy names that people go by the famunda cheese. You got the brisket enchiladas. I had a pleasure of trying. I was the first one to buy a plate of that. Bro, what?
Yeah.
There's a lot of things I've tried that people don't know that you had a pasta one time. I'm waiting for that to come out.
Oh, and I just made that just for us.
And you shouldn't. You should make it for everybody.
Yeah.
I just made it
You
for
keep
us.
coming up with ideas, and I think that's what's very special about you, Vago. You have creativity. It's not just the same plates all the time. You're coming up with new innovative
Man,
things.
I got at least another 15, 20 more items that I can come up with, but I just do them little at a time, man.
and
Little
that's
at a time.
fine. We'll wait. We're patient.
The nice thing that I think is funny though, every time I come with a new item, somewhere around town they'll circulate with the same item after I come out with it.
And I've got to ask you
That's
because
crazy.
I'm that way too. I can't stand unoriginal people. I can't stand copycats. How does that make you feel in the business?
It's annoying sometimes, man. You know what I mean? Especially when you get known for something and all of a sudden somebody else is trying to do it. You know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck? Like,
You know what they tell me, especially my wife. Thank you, Stella. She goes, you know what? They could try to be you, but they're never gonna be you. You have a certain something about you, ¿verdad?
Yeah.
There's only one Gabe Herrera. There's only one Checo. There's only one Havo G.
You know, they say imitation is the highest form of flattery. So, I mean, gotta be doing. I mean, if
And
people weren't copying you, I'd be concerned.
I get that. But when they copy you and then try to say they're the originator,
yeah, that's
what
yeah.
really tears me apart, and I can't stand it.
I had told him a while back, man, if anybody else comes over with the jalapeno wraps, we're fighting, fool. I'm gonna go over there and be like, take that shit off your minute. I'm just playing.
I mean,
I'll be pissed.
I've been like got copied in so many ways. I can't stand it. I'm like you. I'm gonna call it out. You know, I've had people copy the biggest things from me, whether they're sayings on radio and stuff like that, and I get so angry. But what are you gonna do?
Yep.
There's room for everybody. I just wish that if you're one of those copycats, at least say, hey, this is originated by Havo G. I'm doing it this way. Don't try to take credit for something that you didn't create. Simple as that.
Yeah.
You know, you're the creator of a lot of new style of food. If you're out there and you're trying to make the same thing, don't take credit for it. That's what it's all about.
Hey, bro, Corpus is a trip, man. I remember one of the first times I came over here, man. I was 15 years old. My mom had got her what's it called? When you become a citizen, U.S. citizen.
American citizen, yeah.
Yeah, she had became American citizen,
Beautiful.
right? And I remember we came over here to Moody. We came to Moody over here, man. And it's fucking weird, man, that I was 15 years old. I came over here. I was sitting in Moody, the auditorium, while they did the graduation ceremony for my mom, whatever. And never in a million fucking years that I would have known that 2 of my kids will graduate from that school. Because I wasn't from here. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
What are the odds?
my wife was from Molina, so when I was there, she was like living in Molina, and I passed by her and didn't
It's either
even,
Moody or Westoso.
yeah, you know what I mean? It's just fucking weird, bro. You know what I mean? Just life's a fucking trip.
The facial tattoos. When did you decide to start doing facial tattoos to get this look that you have now?
The what, bro?
The facial tattoos. What was your first one?
Man, I got the Mexican flag behind my head, and that got me into a lot of shit that from this one prison gang, whatever, they didn't like it, whatever. Well, the truth was they wanted me to do things because the gang that I was running with, they're out of California. So they thought they can tell me to go do shit for them because they run under the Mexican mafia in California. So they wanted me to do stuff over here, and I told them no. So they wanted to cut it off my head. And I still got it. You know what I mean?
Well,
But I had to go through a lot of shit to keep it. And after that, I tattooed for a living. That's why I'm covered, man. You know what I mean?
there it is. You tattooed.
Yeah, I tattooed for a lot of years, man. I stopped when COVID came. When COVID popped up, that's when I stopped. When I had got out of this federal shit, whatever, they didn't want me working at a shop. They pretty much gave me a lot of problems because they wanted check stubs. They wanted, because I was paying child support. They told me that if I can't do it, then they're gonna lock me back up. So, you know.
Alex, one thing I have to commend you on and congratulate your work ethic.
Yeah.
A lot of people, there's a saying in Spanish that says, todos quieren, pero no todos pueden, which means everybody will try and maybe a week or 2 weeks they burn out. Okay. You're a longevity type of person. I think that you have a great head on your shoulder. What is in the near future for you, Alex?
For me?
What do you, I mean, because like I said, we sat down 2 years ago. You wanted a franchise. Here we are. You want a bigger place. I know that's going to happen soon. What is in the near future for you? What do you foresee?
Me? I have a bunch of ideas for other business. Whatever I do, everything's going to be El Vago. Everything I do.
You're going to keep Vago.
Yeah, I'm going to keep the name. Like, it's a brand, man, like Johnson & Johnson. Or
You're wearing Vago right now.
You know what I mean?
I love it.
Like anything, it's a brand. You know, when people
Love it.
see the brand, they know it's good. You know what I mean? That's what I want to keep.
Okay, what is your message to those people that say, "Oh, I'm not going to eat that. That's demonic."
Oh, man.
You've had it.
Yeah,
You've had it.
I have.
And I hear some of these comments. I'm like, what?
In all reality, dude,
It's a cartoon.
at first it bothered me. Now I don't even care.
Yeah.
If they don't want it, don't fucking eat it then. You know what I mean? You want to pass up good food for some bullshit and go ahead, you know?
Right.
To me,
So,
bro,
folks, just to clarify, this is not a demonic
it's not-
restaurant.
the whole thing about the devil, bro, to me, the devil's us. You know what I mean? Like I think it's bullshit that every time someone does something bad, people are like, oh, it's the devil, it's the devil's fault. The devil's the one that makes you do this. No, dude, we are the fucking devil.
Oh, shit.
We are the devil. You know what I mean? We're the ones that do. Nobody tells us to get up and do bad shit. Nobody tells you to go and fucking do the things you do that are wrong. You know it's wrong. It's wrong. You know what I mean? We are the devil.
With that being said, there's a bunch of little knuckleheads, Edgars, people that want to be gangsters, people that have been bullied. Right now, as we speak, what kind of advice, after coming out of that, can you give these kids?
You can't. They don't
There's
fucking
nothing
listen.
positive you can
They
tell
don't
them.
fucking listen, man. The thing is, bro, look, I had an argument with this Democrat a while back, and I'm not Democrat, I'm not Republican, I don't believe in none of that shit.
Right on.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
But he was trying to make a point that we need to take all the guns away and this and that, and he asked me, what do I think about that? And I said, in all honesty, man, I say, what we need to do is we need to fix the economy to make it back to where mothers can stay home and take care of their kids, man, because that's why kids are bad, bro.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like there's no one there to correct them. You know, there's a lot of parents that don't want nobody to correct their kid. They think their kid's like innocent. They do no wrong. That's bullshit, man. You know what I mean? Like, teach your kids some fucking manners, man. Like, show them how to be a person. The dads need to teach their sons how to be men and shit. You know, they don't. So what happens is the kids go to daycare. They go to, you know, all these
Being
school
raised by
programs.
other
They're
people.
raised by other kids that are from the streets, and then they end up being fucking bad.
So it starts
You know what
with
I
the
mean?
parents.
Yeah, it does start with the parents. You know what I mean? But too, that's kind of hard too, man, because same thing with me. Like, I had good parents. You know what I mean? But I still did what I did. I don't know why.
Because you
You
were
know?
bullied.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that pushed me into doing it. Whatever.
Checo, what is your take on all that? I mean, were you ever bullied as a young kid, or
Yeah. I was always bullied as a young kid. Cause look at me, I'm the skinniest guy. Everybody always thought I was easy to pick on. I always got jumped all the time by a bunch of people, but I fought back. I didn't care. Like, that's the way I was.
Era
Like,
travieso? You were bad
yeah,
as a kid.
I've been in trouble ever since I was a little kid. So.
You know how I met him? We're
By shooting up your tia's car.
no. That
no,
was later
that was
on. That was
before
later
then.
on.
I was way, way
Says,
before
I
that.
fought stranger things to watch this. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
No, all kidding aside, I want people to realize what made you who you are. Like I said, you grew up being bullied. But look at you guys. You're professional businessmen now, which means it can be done.
No, it can be done, man. You just
Don't
gotta
just
want it.
give up. You got to want it. Like you
Yeah,
said,
you
you
gotta
have to
want
have
it,
the
man.
work ethic. You know what I'm saying?
I've always worked though, man. Since I was a little kid, to try to get me out of the streets hanging with my homeboys and shit. My mom would make me go work with my dad a lot. You know, me and my dad, you know, we had a good relationship. I haven't talked to my dad in almost 4 years, man.
Does that hurt?
Yeah, no.
No, you don't wish you can talk to him
Nope.
like on a normal basis no more.
I'm the kind of person when I cut somebody off, I cut him off. I still love him. He's my dad, but I don't want nothing to do with him.
Aside dad, he walks into your restaurant one day, and wants to talk to you.
I don't know if I can.
Oh, that's honest.
I don't know how. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know how it feel. It's weird, bro. Like, it'd be fucking weird for me to go there and hug my dad. Even when I would go hug him, it never felt right for some reason. We never really had that strong connection, like father and son, I guess. You know, and my dad, like, I don't know, man. Like when we were little, he was one way. As I got older, he became another way. I remember my dad. He's
Was there
something else,
discipline
man.
there?
Yeah. I
Okay.
got discipline and shit, but my dad cheated on my mom a lot, bro. Pobrecita, my mom, she took a lot of shit from my dad for a lot of years, bro. My mom, like, she's only been with one man all her life, was my dad.
There's
you know
your
what I mean?
anger.
You know, she's been with him all her life. She put up with all his fucking shit. And I feel bad, bro, because when I was young, I knew he was doing all that shit, and I never told my mom anything. You know what I mean? Because me growing up seeing that, I thought that's what men do. Like, oh, you know, men, you know, they cheat. You know, they take care of their wives, but they cheat. They fuck other women. You know what I mean? So I grew up being used to that. You know what I mean? And, you know, the last time I had got in trouble, they started investigating our family, man, because my dad got busted. He used to move a lot of drugs and a lot of, you know, human trafficking and shit from Mexico and stuff, passing people and dope and all that
Coyote.
shit. And, yeah, and he got busted. So they started investigating to us, and then that's when the fucking the FBI, the ATF, they had raided me and shit, and I had guns and stuff, and I was a felon, and I got in a lot of shit because of that. And then after I got done with that, and after he got done with that shit, you know, we tried to carry a relationship. He was working for me for a while, and then he was doing okay, and then he got back into that shit again. And during that time, we were gonna go to we go to Frio every year as a family, right?
Yeah, I missed that
And,
this year.
Yeah. And I had invited my dad to go. I said, hey, Dad, man, you want to go? Whatever. He's like, for what? And I was all like, I said, we're going to have a good time, man. Don't worry, you ain't got to pay for nothing, man. I was, I'll pay for everything. And he was like, nah. He goes, I don't want to go. And I was like, man, I said, you don't want to make no memories with your grandkids? He goes, nah, just send me pictures. You know, like my dad only gives a fuck about himself, man. You know, this last time, you know, he was doing fucked up shit, whatever. He was in the middle of a run, and I called him, and he didn't know that I knew where he was at, because I know people, man. People tell me shit. Right. So I called him and said, hey, what you doing? He goes, oh, no, I'm here. I said, no, you're not. You're lying. You're in San Antonio dropping off shit. And he was all like, who told you? And I say, Dad, I ain't fucking stupid, man. I say, he was like, well, I'm already done. I said, all right. I said, well, you know, you need to go back home, man. I said, Mom's mad. You've been gone for 2-3 days. I was like, you know, go home, whatever. Just, you know, stop doing this shit, man. Like, you're fucking 60-something years old. You can go to prison again, man. Like, come on, man. Like, he didn't give a fuck, man. He didn't give a shit.
Alex, you were behind bars for some time.
For a little bit. A lot of people think I did it so many years, bro. And I laugh about it. I'm like, yeah. But I really didn't. Dude.
Vamos a decir 8 meses.
Not more than that. Yeah,
Years.
I did more than that. I did a few. I
Hey,
didn't do a lot.
because I've never been, and I hope I never do, but while behind bars, do you have all this time to think about, man, when I get out, I'm going to do this, I'm going to not do this, I'm going to start a restaurant? Did any of that occur?
No.
You just day by day.
And all honesty, bro, when I was young, my dream was to be career criminal. Like, for real. That was stupid, but that's what I wanted to do.
Wow.
I wanted to be career criminal. I wanted to be.
What about you, Chucks?
The same. Criminal.
Okay.
That's all I knew about.
Well,
was
that
criminal
didn't happen. You guys both, you own a restaurant now? You're in a professional
Well, I ain't gonna lie. What got me into wanting to do my own business was because the money. I got used to having a lot of money when I was younger. You know what I mean? I've always
Easy
had
come.
money and shit. So
Easy come.
to do it legal is fucking hard. Compared to
Hey, here we go to a great conversation.
it's easy to move dope and make a fucking fat check. The only thing you got to worry about is getting caught. But when you're doing legal shit, fuck, man, like
It's even harder.
it is
a
very
lot
fucking
harder.
hard. It's the hardest thing to
But
do.
it's got to feel great that you're not looking over your shoulder anymore.
Yeah,
being
I still
what
gotta
it
look over
is.
my shoulder, man. Fucking comptroller, the IRS, fucking You know what I mean?
You still got people
talking
that
shit
hate.
online, haters, fucking.
You know,
You know what
here,
I mean?
here in the recent months, there's been quarrels about burger wars and who did that, who did that. Have we laid all that to rest already?
I
Is that,
guess,
is that
man.
behind us?
I guess.
For the
2025.
meantime,
Until
it
the
comes
next,
back up
until
again.
the next one.
Until the
one-
next
Hey, bro,
one.
I-
Until the
the
next
name,
person.
Yeah.
I feuded with at least 10 people since I started, bro. And I fucking knocked down every single one.
I know you don't like that.
I don't. You know what I mean?
First of all, it takes your concentration off
It does.
the track that you're on, and it takes a lot of
But
time.
you know what I mean? Like after the second or third person, I think it's funny, bro. A lot of people think I post stuff to get.
Oh, I
like,
love some of the
to
comments you
get
tell them.
sympathy or to fucking or like to be boohooed or something or oh you get your feelings started. I think it's fucking funny, dude. I posted because hey bro, people love drama, bro. Like I Corpus, bro, everybody loves drama. Drama's the number one thing here in Corpus, man. You know, when I post, like I said before, when I post stuff of food, whatever, I get a couple comments, couple reactions, whatever. I get $1 here, $1 here. The ones that I post about drama and bullshit, whatever, man, bro, I look in there, $60, $50, $35, $75, $100, and that's the money I put aside to give away shit. You know what I mean?
love it.
It's like taking a negative into a positive. Like, I get all this hate, but I make this money. But when times come, I gotta help. Like, I get all these little leagues that hit me up. I get, can you sponsor this? And sometimes I can. I feel bad, man, because
Well,
I can't do it for
one rule of
everybody.
thumb, we can't help them all.
yeah,
We cannot do that. You choose the ones you want to help, and God knows what you're doing. Simple as that.
Yeah.
If we were to try to help everybody, we'd be broke.
Yeah.
We can't. I'm sorry, and I'm sorry to those. Sometimes we just can't do it. Myself being on radio, I'm approached all the time. Can you say this? Can you sponsor that? No, I can't. A lot of times it's just it's overwhelming. There's a lot on our plates. Just last week you did turkey giveaway. You teamed up with somebody, which is unheard of in Corpus Christi. Cat.
Yeah.
I think you started a trend.
yeah,
A lot of people, like you said, are for self, everybody for themselves. But you guys teaming up showed Corpus, ¿sabes qué? These two businesses in the same business of food and treats came together. Bro, don't think it went unseen. I love that. How did that happen with you and Kat?
Well, I know Kat for a while now. She's always been real cool. She's always been supportive. She's always been, straight up, whatever. And, I buy food from her at least once a week. You know what I mean? They get food from me también. And, like, she's always been a real good
You
friend.
support each
man.
other's
Yeah,
business.
I met a lot of people here that's like, they're fucking snakes, bro. They're just fucking sorry. You know what I mean? Man, I'd probably get fucking canceled if I put everybody on blast with all messages and shit of all the fucked up shit, how people really are. You know what I mean? But like, I keep them on my phone, you know what I mean, in case for a rainy day, motherfucker wants to act stupid. I'm like, all right, fool, I'll fucking end your career right now.
Yeah.
There's some shit about some people that people heard, man. They'll fucking freak out, bro. But I'm not that gotcha.
Yeah.
You leave me alone, I leave you alone. You know what I mean? That's how I see it.
Listen,
You stay in your lane, I'll stay in mine. But if you fuck with me, then I'm gonna fuck you up.
there it is. There it is. Guys, if you're joining us just now, welcome to the Volo. I'm your special host tonight, Havo G. Gabe Herrera next to me, Checo in front of me, and of course, El Vago. We are having a one-on-one with Vago. If you have any questions, please put them on the comments. There's a lot of things people want to know about you, okay? Is business where you want it to be right now? Because I see it packed every day, bro. Every day.
Not this past week, man. I guess the holidays we were busy, but we weren't slammed. I'm used to getting in there and boom, just starting, making all this food right away and stuff. We had a bunch of caterings. That's what, leveled it out this week.
With that said, you guys, Christmas is right around the corner. Thanksgiving is behind us. You're going to be catering for Christmas. How do they get a hold, and what do you do for that? For
Well,
Christmas?
whatever
Turkeys?
they want. Turkeys.
I had a
brisket,
guy.
thighs.
Did you cook his deer legs? Robert Hernandez.
Yeah.
Hey, Vago,
Never happened,
did you
I'll
do
try.
it?
Yeah, no, he never brought it, man.
Oh, Robert, if
Come
you're
on.
watching, what happened?
Bring them
But-
deer legs.
But if somebody, por ejemplo, if somebody goes hunting and gets a jabalina and they need it cooked, they don't have a pit, would you do something
Yeah,
like that
fuck yeah, I
special?
do it, man.
They bring the meat, you cook it
Bring
up.
me your dog. I don't.
Oh. So, yeah.
Just have it ready,
Guys,
cut up and
there
trim.
it is. It's a lot of work to cater and then take care of your friends when they're over for dinner. If you want your event catered, call Vagos, man. What's the number to call?
361-737-2810.
I suggest you start booking that now, guys, because those slots get full. And Checo's on the pit.
Yeah.
He's a pit master. All right. So start calling him for the holidays, company parties. You guys have school parties. For Christmas, you have family parties. Start calling him and setting your date as to what you're going to want, and he will make it happen. Very professional. He also does catering for CCISD. Some of the schools here are very, very happy with this, going on 2 years working with him. So you can expect a very
Going on 3.
professional. Yeah, this is the 3rd year.
Yeah.
We're going very professional catering. So, guys, like I said earlier, don't judge a book by its cover. We're talking to Alex Arredondo. Again, if you're going to be scary, which I am staying away from this guy, get to know him first. Don't judge him. This is a very professional person and holds a very professional business. And you're everywhere, bro.
Or don't like me, just try the food.
Just try the food. Don't look at him, right? One thing I do want to tap in is that you have what I would call an A team. When you start a business, you want to make sure you can trust the people you're with, that they have the same dream you have. It's hard to find good help. I know your family, your sons are there, your brothers are here. Do you have that team right now?
Oh, yeah. I do, man.
What does it take to be a Vago employee?
Shit, man. A lot, bro. A lot of fucking sacrificing. Like, we work almost 7 days sometimes, you know. And I feel bad, man, because, you know, shit. It's just a lot of fucking work to do everything, man. And we come out with new items all the time. And then, you know, to come up with this and, like, it's just, man, it's just a lot, bro. It's a lot, man.
Well, I tell you what,
It's not easy.
Peña's not here tonight, but every time I walk into Vagos to meet with Alex in the morning for whatever ideas we got, Checo's on the potatoes, cutting potatoes, making patties. Somebody's over in the deep fryer. Somebody's prepping everything. Everybody's got their set jobs.
Yeah.
All right. Then you have a cash register, and then your sons are doing deliveries or whatever. It's a work happening there, bro. It's a well-oiled machine. I love that about the family. I'll sit there and just watch.
It's routine, man. It's just, we do
It's
it every day.
unheard of, bro, to find a restaurant like that. You know what I mean? I look at it like a professional Whataburger already. All of y'all have your part. You all have your. It's a system.
Yeah.
I think you run a great, great restaurant, man. I'm very proud of you. I can't stress it enough. I'm proud to be part of your familia and, you know, the parties and everything that you guys throw. Your heart is always in the right place, you know. And one thing I love about you, you do not do it for attention.
No,
you don't need
don't.
the attention, Alex.
No, I don't.
He does it from his heart. And I've asked him this before. Why do you do this? I think one time you said, man, I want to give kids something that I didn't have.
Yeah.
You know, so when you see him and he's building something, whether it's for charity, giveaways, make sure you tap in with him, give him a call, or go by the restaurant in Molina and Barrera, West Point, and see how you can help. I'm telling you right now, we're going to have a huge, not a toy drive, a toy giveaway at the Dill Depot on SPID. Of course, Alex, El Vago, and Dill Depot are getting together. If you guys want to be part of this huge event, please contact El Vago or myself. Inbox me. Guys, my name is Javo G. I go by Javier Garza. Go by Javo G. Inbox us because we're going to do this. It's going to be on a Sunday, December the 21st.
Yeah.
Okay. So get ready. We're teaming up with so many people. If you want to be part of this, this is going to be an annual thing. I could see growing. We're talking about having a snow machine maker. Not a snow cone maker. We're talking about filling up the yard with snow. I mean, Guru wants to go big.
Yeah.
Guru wants to go big. So we're going to go big this year. Get ready. We're calling it Christmasville. We're going to turn it to the South Pole.
Yeah.
Kids are going to be able to come by and pick up a free toy and enjoy some face painting.
I'll be there.
All kinds of desserts. Guys, you don't want to miss it. It's in the making right now for December, our first annual. But Alex, I'm just so proud of you, brother. I'm so proud that I took a chance on you and meeting you and becoming this because, I mean, you're awesome, dude. And I think you're iconic in Corpus Christi and only going to get bigger, bro.
Yeah.
What do you see in the next 5 years?
Man, hopefully a bigger spot, man. You know what I mean? You know, if the other places would ever get bigger también, that we branch out of town. You know, I even thought about leaving Corpus, but I kind of like it here, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't leave.
And then
Don't leave.
I'll stay, dude, just to make the haters hate me more. ¿Me entiendes?
I love it, man.
Make them more mad. You know, like, you know, one thing I want everybody to know, man, like, shit, if y'all have kids, man, y'all make sure, man, y'all are in their lives, man. Try to do better for them.
That is funny, Blakey the comic. We need people not to like him. El Vago Burgers Barbecue has some long ass lines at lunchtime. Nah, you know what? That's because it's great food. Like I said earlier, he's got professionals coming in. I mean, doctors, nurses, welders, policemen, fire department, refinery workers from Citgo. They're all there.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know what we could do to make the line shorter, but it's not going to happen. You just got to first come, first serve.
Yeah.
Man. Now, one thing that he does have is they're open till the food runs out. Tell us about that, my friend.
Well, we have times that we close, you know what I mean? But if we run out of food before that, we run out, you know. Some people get upset. I have people complain and stuff like, y'all just go home when y'all run out of food. I'm like, yeah.
What do you want us to serve? We're serving air plates?
Like, no, we don't have frozen food. You know what I mean? We can't just go thaw out some hamburger meat or, you know what I mean, or frozen fries or none of that shit. We can't run to the store and go buy some. You know, we run out, you know, till the next day.
Well, between you guys and Peña, I see a World Oil Machine, a great restaurant. If you haven't tried it, guys, it's right there off of Molina. And what's it? Barrera and Molina. It's a main strip right there. You'll see it off to the right side if you're coming off the highway. You've got to stop by and check it out. You've got to buy and try everything. One day try this, the next day try the enchiladas, then try the burgers, and try this. I even had your gourmet hot dogs, bro. Your hot dogs are off the planet. Your enchilada, your brisket enchiladas. I was the first one to buy a plate. And now, how is that doing for you?
I'm sorry, I was reading the comment. Who was that?
How are your enchiladas doing? Your brisket?
Nah, they're
enchiladas?
doing good, man. We sell. You know,
Is it a
some
certain
days-
day people can expect
Well,
it?
like tomorrow, I won't make them tomorrow. We're doing lumpias tomorrow.
What am I talking about?
Lumpias.
When does
Yeah.
this start?
We've been doing it. I didn't do it last week because of the
holidays. The
The
turkey
holidays.
give
the
out.
turkey giveaway. I didn't have time to. Man, I made them the day. It took me about 2.5 hours to roll them all. Man, it takes a while to do it.
You're rolling your own. Are these brisket lumpias or
Yeah.
what? Oh my
Brisket,
God,
brisket,
why do
cream
you
cheese
say
with
that?
jalapeno, man.
You know we know all
Oh,
about
I
the
don't
brisket
know.
business.
Yeah.
It never ceases to amaze me. You want to try a new menu, new ideas, innovative food, guys. You want to try El Vagos off of Barrera and West Point. Great team, great. But get there early. Get there early because, like that guy says right here in the comments, they
Nice,
do.
man.
They do have long lines. So you want to wait for greatness. You can't rush richness. Where does this come from, bro?
Hey, CT Grinch wants to be there, I guess, for the Christmas thing. Yeah, he can hang out with Krampus. We're gonna have Krampus there too.
I'll figure out something.
Shout out going out to
some
the
sort of-
Iceman, Salvador Aranda. I met him as well. También respect to Javo G and Vagos and the crew. Gracias, Iceman. Another great.
Yeah. Oh, I love Iceman, man.
We all
That's
love
like,
Iceman.
man.
Great.
That's
You know, he was at Deal Depot, and I said, "Hey, sir, don't forget, we got 2 for 1. You buy 2, and you get 1." He goes, "Is your name Javo G?" I'm like, "What? Is it my sales pitch?" Guys, listen, we're just about ready to run out of time. Did you have any more questions or anything for Vago? Maybe
man, I
people
think-
want to know.
I think we
wrapped it up.
You know, before we go, I just want to say like your character exceeds you because I remember when I first met you, I had some AC problems. You know, you didn't. I posted something on Facebook and you gave me the part.
yeah.
was-
It was a fan. The fan
Yeah.
motor. Yeah.
Man, I was at work and I was like,
Did you know him already?
I did. I mean,
We met a
yeah,
couple
yeah.
times. We weren't best friends or nothing. Just for
Yeah.
the tattoo shop.
But from that, like, I was at
already
work.
knew.
I was at work. You know, my wife had to go pick up the part, but it was there. You know, he didn't charge me nothing, didn't ask me nothing. He's like, man, I just hope it works for you. You know, that's what I had. And I said, man, that right there, whatever. You need anything, I got you.
Hey, bro.
You let me know.
The thing people, I wish a lot of people would do, man. Don't give anything expecting anything in return. You know
I
what I mean?
agree.
The blessing is to help somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I totally
Because
agree with
it'll,
that.
it whatever. That's another thing. It took me a long time to learn, bro.
Well, rule of thumb: you want to lose a friend, loan him some money.
yeah,
Don't do that.
yeah.
You
But,
know,
but
either say
sometimes that's
no, I
good, though.
can't, or sabes que here's the money, I don't expect it back because that you will lose a friend.
Yeah, no, it's always good to give, bro. It just, I always give and I
When
always
you
help
can.
people. I don't expect nothing in return, man. You know what I mean?
And
I
Check goes,
just,
can you give me $500? All right.
I'm
Nah.
just trying to, I'm just trying to pay back for what I did when I was younger. You know what I mean? I did a lot of fucked up shit I ain't proud of, man. You know what I mean? Like, my wife, we've been together 21 years, man. I put that woman through hell, bro. I was real cabron, but when me and her got together, man, I didn't know how to fucking act. I was like a wild dog. You know what I mean? I was just a bad person. You know what I mean? I just, You know what I mean?
Well, behind every good man is a great woman, and that's the truth. So thank you to her,
Yeah.
keeping you in check,
yeah.
keeping you in the business mind world. Thank you to Stella. I mean, I'm like you. I'd be like a whirlwind all over the place.
Yeah.
So thank you for our blessings and the beautiful wives that we have that stick with us after all that we've done.
Yeah.
Same. Man.
So
Same.
you too?
Same. I've been with my wife for 25 years. 23,
And she's
25
put up
years.
with a lot. Yeah.
Man, it ain't me. It's her. It's her. The only reason
I put up with a lot.
Nah, the only reason I thrive is because
Takes
of
a
her.
lot of cojones to say that. I put up with that.
Yeah, no,
It's her.
but yeah, she has the most, the biggest responsibility in the world. You got to raise the kids. Like,
Yeah.
that's gold.
Yeah, I got lucky, man. I'm glad neither one of my sons are like me. They're not in trouble. They're not fucking doing
Good
anything
kids,
bad. You know what I
business-minded,
mean?
man.
All
Well,
my kids are
if
good.
they were, they wouldn't be there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Tio Checo keeps them in check too. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they've been mean to them since they were little.
Like
all
little-
my kids
like
have.
little pit bulls.
You know, I was happy today, bro. Today I had I seen my daughter today. Today's her birthday too.
Oh, happy birthday!
Yeah.
I haven't seen her shit. It's been like 7-8 years since I've seen her. Yeah, and I saw her today. She was in her Navy uniform and stuff, and I went to go drop some money off to my son. She was there, and we really haven't had a good relationship, man, ever since me and her mom split up. Since they were little and stuff. You know how that goes. But a lot of it's my fault, bro. I did a lot of shit I shouldn't have did. I wasn't there for my first 2 kids. My homeboys were more important during that time. That's why I had made a post the other day about the whole. I hate when people say that shit that being a gangster is taking care of your family and that's not gangster, man. That's being a fucking man. That's being a dad. That's taking care of your family. That's
Responsibility.
man shit. You know what I mean? Gangster shit. That's a whole different world, man. That's a lifestyle that, it's there's nothing to glorify, bro. All you do is fucking put your family in some bad place, bad space. Going, my family, my mom, my wife and stuff put up with me going to court and shit and thinking I was going to get a lot of time, like my first charge was 60 to life. I beat that,
You knew who was sticking next.
My
to you.
second time was federal shit was 48 to 56 months. You know what I mean? And
Come a long way, Alex.
it sucks, bro. You know what I mean? That whole gangster life and shit. I'm glad for me it's dead, bro. I just want to move ahead with my life. I don't want to be known for that anymore. I want to be known for my food.
I love
That's what I
that.
want to be known for.
I love that. I love that a lot, man.
Yeah. So my daughter, like I said, man, before, man, I was super racist myself. You know what I mean? I never had no friends of any color. I don't know. I was just a fucked up person, bro. My daughter was dating a black guy, whatever. I didn't like it, whatever. I made a big deal about it. That's why we stopped talking. You know what I mean? That was a long time ago. Like I said, I'm not like that no more. It was fucked up for me being like that. It's just that gang mentality. You know what I mean? How Mexicanos, you know what I mean? Fuck with any other race and shit like that.
Let me ask you a tough one, bro. And you don't have to answer this, but if you had to do it all over, would you change anything?
Probably. I'd probably change everything, man. There's a lot of things that I could have changed and done. You know what I mean? And this is a stupid decision we make because we think we're chingon. We think we're, a bad motherfucker. You know what I mean? And, you let your pride get ahead of you and then you're doing wrong, but I already said I was going to do this. So here we go, And, I should have learned from my older homeboys that were, like Plex, Bettis, you know what I mean? I've known him since I was a little kid.
Great artist, by the way, man.
He's a good dude.
No, I'm talking
man.
about Decca. My bad.
Oh, Decca. Yeah, no, I
What an
love
artist,
Decca,
dude.
man. Decca's badass. But I'm talking about
Shout
my
outs.
homeboy Plex that he did that 14 piece, man. I learned a lot from him, man. You know what I mean? And that life también. And there's a lot of homeboys. I just got off of the phone with a homeboy of mine right now that we were in the same clique, whatever. My homeboy Flaco. He just called me a while ago. One of our homeboys passed away a couple hours ago. Juan Tabora. He wasn't
Rest
a
in
member,
peace.
but
Rest in
he
peace.
was a homeboy. You know what I mean? It's a trip, bro. I'm glad I'm still here. I'm not sick. I'm not diabetic. I don't have no high blood pressure. You know what I mean? I'm you know what I mean? I'm alive. I'm here. I'm doing good. I'm not in trouble with the law. I'm not fighting no court cases. And my kids are healthy. You know what I mean? Got a
You're
business.
blessed, bro.
Yeah, no,
You're
and I
totally
really
blessed.
believe it's for all the good shit I've been doing. You know what I mean? That's the reason why.
I love that. Gabe, any last questions?
No, man, your blessings are contagious, man.
Yeah.
And you're a huge inspiration on me. Makes me want to give back. Like
Yeah.
I said, if any way I can, I mean, I'm a tattooer, but any way I can help.
Well, you do face painting.
Yeah.
For the kids, you know. Let's do
Whatever
that.
I can do for the kids.
Checo, you have any last comments you want to share with the public tonight? Anything you might want to say?
Nah,
You're good?
I'm good.
Alex, with that being said, it's been a pleasure sitting here. An
sir.
honor for me to be your host here at Vagos. Good to meet you again, my friend.
Yes, sir.
Gabe, is there any last words you may have for the public?
Nah, just like I said earlier, man, just, take care of your kids, man. They're going to be you in the future. What you put into them is what's going to help
starts
you,
at home.
especially when you get old too. You know what I mean? Like, like I said, my dad, I haven't talked to him in 4 years, and like I said, I don't want nothing to do with him, man. I cut him off for some good reasons, but he's gonna die alone and old, man. My mom would have took care of him to the day he died, but he's gonna suffer for it. Don't be like that, man. Take care of what you got.
Hey guys, with that being said, it's been an honor being here on the Volo. Catch us every Monday night. You never know who's going to be on the hot seat. Don't forget to go by Vago's Burgers and Barbecue. Much love from all of us right here in Corpus Christi. Happy holidays. From the Volo, my name is Habo G.
Your host, El Vago, owner, operator of El Vago Burger and Barbecue, located at 4701 Banana Drive, Motown, Texas, Molina neighborhood.
Welcome to the Volo Podcast, home of the black sheep and the outcast. Welcome to the Volo Podcast, no cap. True stories, what you know about that? Welcome to the Volo Podcast, home of the black sheep and the outcast. Welcome to the Volo Podcast, no cap. True stories, what you know about that?